So we have the International 826 here, and the wheel fell off. Kind of important, but it looks like the bearing, the outer bearing went bad. You can see it's not there, just parts of it. So I'm sure the rest of it's inside the hub there. We bought a New Holland sells a kit. This is the part number for it. So we can rebuild this bearing set here. There's a gasket, it looks like, around that dust cover. So we're gonna take it apart here, try to get her fixed up. We got this castle nut here with a split pin in it, so we need to use the vice grips to open it up so we can get it out, and then we'll hook onto the top of it and we'll use a hammer and drive it out once we get everything straightened out. So we got the castle nut off, the split pin out, or cotter pin out. Then we can see what's going on here. The bearing actually cracked and broke. They're really hard, so that does happen sometimes. So that's where we're sitting at here. We're gonna, at least it'll be easy to get off. And we'll pull the good bearing out, put a new seal and bearing on. So we got it all cleaned up. Still gotta pull the seal off, but there's no damage to the spindle, which is the most important part. We got the new bearings here. Get the race out of the hub, put a new race on, put the new bearing on, put the new seal in. Should be ready to go. So we cleaned all the old bearing parts out. You can see there's a bunch of rollers here, a bunch of grease obviously, but get all that metal. It's important to get all the metal out of there, because otherwise you're just gonna destroy your new bearings you put in. But here's the inner race, and then there's an outer race there as well. So we'll use a punch or a chisel and pound those out. Obviously the new bearings came with new races, so we'll run them in and we should be good to go here. It's got the new inner bearing on, packed full of grease, the new race in. We ended up reusing this old seal. I never took it off. It's in really good shape. No reason not to reuse it. It's probably better than the new ones are anyway. Now we're just packing that hub full of grease. All right, so we got her put back together, new bearing in there. We got that castle nut, we're just gonna put it on here. And the key is to get it snug, but not too tight, so that nothing's binding. And then we'll put the split pin or cotter pin back through the castle part of the nut here. The castle nut's on, the cotter pin's in, and we cleaned out the dust cap because there was obviously little chunks of metal in there. We'll fill this full of grease, put the new gasket, there's the old one, put the new gasket on, and we should be ready to head down the highway. Completely back together. The kit was like $110 from New Holland, from Case or whatever. So we're ready to go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're having a good day.